Hello everybody and welcome to my coloring corner. Today we have some products that I found at the airport, some products that my husband bought me, and then we're going to color in one of the products I found at the airport. So I hope you are all having a wonderful Saturday. Thank you so much for your patience with me in missing last Saturday and Sunday. Now, I will announce today that I will actually be missing next Saturday and Sunday as well. I do have a convention in Portland that we are going to as well. The trip was wonderful. It was very relaxing. I did absolutely practically nothing. I helped out at the booth a little tiny bit, not as much as Bob did, but most of everything I did was sit on my butt and wander around in circles looking at things. So that was my weekend. Hello, Nessa. Hello, Calamity. Hello, Noel. Hello, Yana. Hello, Alex. And hello, everybody out there in Lurker Land. So, who wants to look at things? Do you want to look at things or color? Because we can do both, but we can't do both at the same time. So the first thing we're going to look at things. So the first thing I'm going to actually show you, I have a link to. These are products that Bob purchased me from his printing, places. So we're going to post that in the chat. So this is from Wham Bam Studios. They have 3D printing products. This is a part of their product line for their resin printing and for the painting of their resin printing. It comes with a nice big well as well, which I have given to Bob for his tools. This is a water cup and it has a good little lid. And it's really heavy. Like it's a really heavy. So it's great. It's not going to knock over, nothing like that. This is a dry brush. It does come with the kit. It is for dry brushing and smoothing out your paintings. Of course, it came with a great set of brushes as well. Everything from a liner to practically everything you're going to need. So, very nice little brush set. Now this one here is kind of what has me excited about the set. It has little wells for your paint. It also has little areas that you can use. This is for wiping your brush off and testing your brush and stuff like that, getting those things all taken care of. There's two little spots to hold your brushes in place. And two little spots to clean your brushes off. So it is a really nice heavy silicone, so it will wipe up really nice and clean. I can't wait to use it. So those are the things Bob bought me off of Wham Bam. So if you are a painter of either prints or miniatures or anything like that, if you have a resin printer or want to get into resin printing, Wham Bam is a wonderful place to explore that option. All right, now this book, I was not looking for this book. Now, Bob found this book in the airport gift store. He thought it would be wonderful for Halloween because Halloween is coming. These images are all Shutterstock images. No, it only comes in orange. Unfortunately, it doesn't come in purple. But orange is still a wonderful color. So, and it goes really well with purple. Just saying. This is over 150 Halloween type macabre pictures. They are very spooky, nasty, Halloweenish pictures. There's a few in here that I really want to color. There's a few in here that I won't ever color. But It's definitely a really nice book. It actually has some great paper in it, which is really surprising to me. I did find it in the airport, so I don't know if it's available on Amazon, but you can definitely look it up. The name of it is in the description below the video. So if you really enjoy the macabre, Halloween-y type stuff, this might be a good book for you. The page that we're going to color today is actually this page here, because it just creeps me out. So yeah, he definitely would. He would have been all about this book. And like I said, these are Shutterstock images, so I don't have any artist information. I don't believe that they are AI generated, but they are Shutterstock. So, and the great thing about this book is it does, hello Angela, and it does actually give you that listing here of where the images came from, that they are Shutterstock. It was printed in China, and all of the images are reserved and that sort of thing. So it does have that information in the book, which I think is fantastic. But there are a few in here, like this one I like as well. The house one I like. This one I like. There's quite a few in here that I wouldn't mind coloring. I don't do clowns and I don't do Freddy. But we can have some fun with it. Some of them I can turn from creepy to pretty. So we will have some fun with it. So this is the page that we're coloring today and tomorrow. So hopefully you're into the Halloween mood nowadays. Now this is a 3-hole pencil sharpener that Bob got me at the airport because I only brought a little pencil sharpener with me and it wouldn't fit big pencils. So, and he bought me big pencils. So, and then we found these. It's like liquid glitter ink in neon colors. It's really pretty. And they're chisel tip, which is fine for what I'd use them for. They do have a nice fine tip. However, they are that liquid ink, so you have to be careful when you open it so that it doesn't spray out. But they're pretty colors. Nice pretty purple. We might use them on a couple of projects in this book just to make things pretty. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Hello, Sue. Welcome, welcome. Well, that's fantastic. So those are the glitter pens that he bought me, and now he also bought me these set of pencils. And when I looked at them, I thought, okay, well, I've never tried the brand before, so let's give it a try. And they're actually really, really nice pencils. They're a bit chunky, and they are triangular. They don't have names or numbers on them. Well, I guess they have a number on them, but I don't see a matching thing that tells you what color the number is. But they are actually a really good good colored pencil. Now, with them being a triangular pencil, I did have some issues sharpening them with the sharpener because I don't do well with sharpening. So, but they're a nice heavy pencil. They have a really good pigment in them, and they did work really, really well in coloring in Joanna Bassard's book over the weekend. So I will be using these at some point on one of my pages. I do need to go through and rearrange things because I didn't put them back in the box in order, but they are Lame Plus colored pencils. It comes in a 24 set. I don't know if they come any bigger, but I have seen these on Amazon. So if you do look on Amazon, you could probably find them on Amazon. I will do some more research before I use them on a page, just so that I can give you the information as I'm using them. All right, so that is the show and tell for today. Oh, that's really cute. That's wonderful, Liana. All right, so we're going to zoom you on in. To our creepiness. We gotta go this way and this way. And we're going to actually use the Caran Luminance. I did use them on the page to see how well they would color on the paper. And I was able to blend 5 different colors on the paper without it lifting. So that tells me that the paper will do really well with these pencils. All right, and we're going to start up at the top, I think. Actually, we're going to start with his hat, just because. I'll move the keyboard out of the way. And we're going to start with this color right here. I did. I had a good time. I did. And so this is number 736, which is the olive brown 50%. And I'm just going to do a base color of this, and then we're going to come in with the darker colors to put in the shadows and all of those things that make it more dimensional. Hello, B. Welcome, welcome. Now these are all line art, so we're going to have to put our own shadows in and our own dimension in. The artist who drew this page did do a very good job putting in the creases for us to follow, so that we can put in that dimension. Make sure you don't color the spider, Rene. The spider needs to be a different color. Let me know if you need me to zoom in any further. Nice. Now I was not able to find the listing for the Derwent pencils in the link that Shannon showed me. So I did not cancel my order with Cult Pens. So my pencils actually landed in California yesterday. So by the end of the week, next week, I will have those as well. And I will do a proper review video of those so that I can have the swatch chart available for you. For all of my Patreon members, I will be getting that swatch chart as soon as it's ready, and that will be your swatch chart of the month for the Patreon. I know it's going to be a little bit late this month, but I did want to do that because of the fact that I am going to be late with it. So, okay. All right. So we're going to just start in adding the dimension now. So we're going to start with the next color here. And we're going to go with the olive brown, 39, number 39. Hello, Taylor. No, the shipping wasn't a lot. It was, like I said, the pencils themselves were almost just over 200. Between shipping and the tariffs, it came out to 240. I wasn't able to find them on the link that Shannon gave me, and I got frustrated with it, so I have very, very little patience these days, so. Hello, Bonnie! Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad you had a nice visit. And hello, Bob. I'm going to sharpen this. I said hello, Bob. Don't worry, you're not chopped liver yet. Yeah, I probably should have waited until they were available somewhere else, but I got excited. As a community, we've been waiting for so long for Derwent to come out with more of the colors for the drawing pencils, so I got all excited, and then I didn't want to lose them. So. Yeah, it could be cheaper on individually, of course, because you're not purchasing the other ones that are already in the set, but I don't mind having a couple of duplicates of the colors, so I thought about going up to Blick's in the store when we were in Portland this week, coming weekend, but we've got a bunch of other things to do as well, so. I stopped ordering directly from Blick's and having them ship things, especially individual pencils, because they always arrive broken. I always have issues with them arriving broken, so because they just wrap them in a baggie. Yeah. Yeah, I was surprised that they shipped them out so quickly. I wasn't expecting them to ship until this week, but it seems that they shipped shortly after I ordered them. If I go silent, don't mind me. I sit back and I look at it and go, okay, well, that needs a little more there and that needs a little more there. Now we're going to go with the darkest color, which is going to be um, Raw Umber 548. And I am going to sharpen this one as well. Hello, Kenny. You're not late. You're here. I hope you are doing well, darling. because if there were, I'd never get anything done. Now, the one thing I do notice about the difference between coloring line art and coloring grayscale is line art does take longer because you are adding more of the shadow of the contour um, yourself than with the grayscale, which is fine. I don't mind doing it, but it might. Yep, probably. Yeah, little ones are always wonderful, even when they get older. Although I do miss it when miss my little ones being little. All right. I'm hoping to get more than just the hat done today, but we'll see. Every time I look at it, I go, okay, it needs a little more there, it needs a little more there. Oh, wow, Nessa, well done. Congratulations on 5 grandbabies. I don't have any. And I'm really hoping to keep it that way. Neither one of my boys are fond of children, so. Okay. All right, now we're going to go one step darker and we're going to grab, what color do I want here? Let's grab French gray. move you down just a little bit so I can get into. Hello, Kim. Hello, Dion. Welcome, welcome. All right. And then we're going to go back through with the lightest color. And again, this one is the olive brown 50%. And this one I'm letting it be dull so that we can cover a larger area smoothly and blend those colors together with the pencil itself. Oh, wonderful. Well, you're not late. You're here. Being here does not make you late. And it's only taken us half an hour to color a hat. And we're not even finished coloring it. All right. Well, congratulations on the new baby. Must be exciting for you. All right, now we're going to go more into the browns for the patches. So we're going to start with, what's this color here? This one. Let's see, let's try to make sure that we have the right color to start with. Okay, so we're going to start with brown ochre. Which is number 37. And this is just going to be our base color. And we're going to use that for this area here as well, because it's like straw sticking out the end. And then the rope here as well. Oh, wow. That's got to be intense for you. Now we're going to go with burnt sienna, 50%. Yeah, I don't have Hannah's Halloween book. I don't have very many of Hannah's books at all, so. did look at getting it, but I just never did. Um, I've been okay. I went on vacation, which was great. Went back to work for 2 days, and I'm here. And that's pretty much it. All right. Then we're going to come back through with a darker one. And we're going to use this one, I think. So we're going to use Castle Earth, number 46. Aren't they wonderful? I love my pencil stands. Yeah, I looked as well. I was away on vacation, and I just broke the pencil. So I'm going to do this in the dull because I am breaking pencils. I looked on Thursday as well and didn't see anybody there. While I was on vacation. Yesterday, or this last Thursday, I had just gotten home um, and was a little jet lagged and just did not make it in. I had just gotten home I'd just been back to work for one day. I got back to work on Thursday, and my brain was just not into socializing. And I saw nobody was in there, so I'm a little bit worried. Has anybody seen Catherine? I have to call her and see if she's okay. Because I haven't seen her all week. Okay. All right. Here we have that. And go back to the starting color here, which is nope, that's French gray. We don't want that one. Hello, Bella. I'm going to go back to the brown ochre. There you are. Hi, Catherine. I was worried about you. I was going to call you later. You know me, my head's down, so I'm not paying attention sometimes to chat when I'm looking at small things. Getting colors to stand out right. All right, now we're going to do the brim of his hat, and we're going to do that in some purples. So we're going to use violet, first. Yeah, so we're going to use violet first. Oh, I didn't see you say hello. I've been looking too. I'm a bad friend, I'm sorry. Yes, that is a spider on his hat. All right, and then we're going to use violet brown. And we're going to sharpen violet brown. Yes, doing more than one thing at a time is very different than looking at more than one thing at a time. What are you doing, Sue? And then we're going to go with a little bit of light aubergine. Actually, we're going to add a little bit of this one. I'm just going to go with a little bit more blue than that. So we're going to go with 135, which is bleu de nines. Bleu de nines. We just want to make a little tiny bit of that dark area there. And go back over it with the violet. All right, now we're going to do our spider. So we're going to start off with this color. So we're going to start off with Payne's Gray. And then we're going to add do we want that? No, we want this one. Then we're going to add 589 Crimson Alzerian True. We're not covering the whole area. We're just following the line. Down the back there. And then we're going to take that gray again. Because we missed a leg here. And we're just going to fill that in. And we need black. Hello, Nanamo. I had a good holiday, yes. Now enjoy your din-dins. And then back to the gray. I'm going to come in here with a little bit more black. And there we have the hat done. All right, now for his pumpkin face, we need to start with this one. And we are starting off with orange, which is number 30, and putting in a base coat. It'll be a night scene. Definitely a night scene. No, I don't, unfortunately. I just intend on trying to get one or two Halloween pages done um, with the events that are going on this month, as well as work and everything else. I I have found that I don't like making plans because I don't like disappointing. And if I'm not going to be able to do it, I get really focused on not being able to do it, which depresses me. So if I don't make plans, then I don't disappoint. It is definitely going to be Halloween. Yep. All right, now we're going to take this one here, which is a dark cadmium orange, 533. Oh my goodness. My leg fell asleep, so I'm trying to concentrate on not fidgeting because now it's tingling. Okay. All right, now we're going to go more into the orange reds with the russet. It'll smooth out as I go along. Oh no, it's good. I'm fine. I was sitting on my leg and it fell asleep. Because I'm short, sitting in a chair sometimes is difficult for me. And I've always had a habit of sitting cross-legged in any chair. And I'm a little bit too heavy to do that, so my leg falls asleep. Hello, Jennifer. We are coloring a Halloween page. This is a book that I picked up in the airport. It's the art in it is done through Shutterstock, so it is a compilation book, but the paper in it's really good. And we're definitely doing a Halloweeny page. I was really surprised with the quality of the paper in this book. Yeah, normally I do too, but it was a lot easier when I was smaller and not arthritic. I always sit with my legs crossed on the couch, but because, yeah, when you sit on a couch and you're short, your feet don't hit the floor. So we're just going to go with a one little bit of this one. This is Carmine Lake. We come into the very deepest shadows with it. Okay. Now we're going to go back over it with the orange. Yeah. All right. And there we have the start of our pumpkin. Well, the pumpkin part done. Now we got to do his eyes. So we're going to start with apricot. the fleshy part of the pumpkin here. Using a lighter color because the inside is going to be that bright yellow orange color. So we're going to use that lighter color to allow that yellow to shine through. So now we're going to use the golden bismuth yellow, which is number 820. We're just going to put a base coat of that in. Then we're going to take a really bright yellow. Is this what I want? Yeah, medium cadmium yellow. And we're going to come up into the orange with it as well. Thank you. Okay. And then we're going to take that red that we used earlier. Don't worry about it being too red because we're going to be blending it out with the yellow, which will bring it down to that orange. All right. just going to bring these down. Using that light yellow again, just going to bring everything together. And on his mouth, we're going to go back with the apricot. And I need my brush. And that light yellow. Like so. Now on his hat, we're also going to take a little bit of that glow. And we're just... Alexa just scared the heck out of me.
If this is a life-threatening situation, please dial emergency services directly from your phone.
Don't ever say that, that robot gave you a heart attack, because it will start dialing those numbers for you. All right, there we go. All right, so there is his hat and his face done. Now we're going to move down into his scarf area, and we're going to go back to that purple that we did on his hat, because he's going to be fashionable if it kills me. Just saying. No, I don't mind if you chat books. Coloring books are books too. Just saying. So we're starting off with the violet. Hello, Della. Yeah, that thing that we won't say their name because it listens and it does horrible things like call 911. It said something and startled me, and I said that it scared me, so it decided that it was going to give me recommendations on getting medical attention. It obviously mistook something that I was saying as a question and tried to answer it. It scared the Jesus out of me. Yeah. Well, we have one in my office and one in Bob's office, so that if he needs me, or if he wants to ask me a question, or just wants to hang out and we're each doing our own thing, we can just turn it on and chat. But I don't like it when it scares me. I keep forgetting the thing's there because, it's not that hard just to get up off my doofus and walk to the other room. I don't spend nearly as much time as I used to in my office as nowadays either. Yeah. Yeah, we have lights that are controlled by it. And garage doors. And Bob has automated our house, so. Yeah. Yep, you can. If you have them connected to another one, you can chat through them. You can use it as an intercom too. Hello, Gia. Welcome, welcome. All right, and then we're going to go in with the blue. So this is the blue Nimes. Number 135 if you can't read the names, because sometimes I can't. Yeah, it all depends upon the people training them, and yeah, it's only when they become sentient that they start, acting like human beings and scaring people. Unfortunately, there's too many cruel humans out there, so we need a lot more kinder souls in the world. All right, and then we're going to go back with the violet. down his neck. So I'm going to shift the camera down a bit because I need to move the book down. So. All right, so we're going to start on his neck area. Now I want to do that more in the straw color, so we're going to start with this one with the brown ochre 50%. I'm going to turn the book a little bit so that I can get the right angle on my pencil here. Yeah, it's like I said, it's a book that Bob and I found in the airport um, when we were going on vacation in one of the airport gift shop things there. It is a Shutterstock image in this, all the images in this book are Shutterstock. But I figured it was kind of creepy for Halloween, so. All right. Now we're going to go a little bit deeper. Actually, I'm going to use a little bit of yellow ochre in there as well, just to lighten it up just a little bit. Actually, we'll come back with that when we do our highlights. I need use a little bit of French gray. So the Shutterstock is a database of images that artists sell to this company, so that they can make money. They do sell the images at a low cost to people that compile coloring books and other types of artist books. And the artist that sold the image to Shutterstock gets a commission on each one that is purchased. So the artist is still getting paid, but they don't get their name out there. The images don't have the artist's names with them. So you're not able to, give, you're giving credit, financial credit to the artist with Shutterstock, but you're not giving that name recognition with them. So if you are looking for a specific name of a page that you saw in a book that is compiled from Shutterstock, you're not going to find that very easily. You're welcome. Well, I'm glad that you're on the mend, Gia. Yes, you have been missed. I haven't seen you around in a little while. I do hope that you are doing much better, though. Yeah, it is a wonderful database, but a lot of people don't like it because it doesn't have full credit to the artist named, but they do take care of their artists and their providers of their product. So artists or coloring book providers such as um, Coco Wyo and a few others like that do use some Shutterstock images as well. Jade Summers, things like that. Those are all Shutterstock images. That's how I found out about Shutterstock as I was going through a book and I found a whole bunch of different pages from another book that I already had from a different, what I thought was an actual person artist. And so I contacted them and said, hey, these pages are in this book, but they're also in this book from a different artist. And that's when they informed me what Shutterstock was and that a lot of companies use it for their pages. I do believe that it's a company. Um, I don't have full confirmation on that information, but some of their images I have seen in other books that I know use Shutterstock. So either they have provided Shutterstock with some images in the past before becoming larger, or they are a company that uses Shutterstock. Jade Summer is a company. It's not a person. Any book that says compiled by is probably using Shutterstock images or AI images that they haven't created themselves. Unless it's a specific artist compilation book with, pages from their books. That's different. But if they're all different types of images, more than likely it's a Shutterstock or AI. If it doesn't have any information at all, it's probably AI. Yeah. Yeah, I like that they give credit to the artists themselves, um, and do provide that information on which artist is which. They also provide information on the artists themselves, um, in their artist feature, that sort of thing, which is really good. I don't mind using, coloring Shutterstock or coloring books that use the Shutterstock images or the AI images, as long as they have full disclosure. It's the ones that don't disclose and just call it their own work that ticks me off. Hello, Shannon. Yep, I know. Shannon doesn't buy compilation books because of that. And like I said, I don't have an issue with Shutterstock because even though Shutterstock does not give credit to the artist, it is a part of their contract. Um, but they do state that, companies that use their services do state that they use the Shutterstock services and don't take credit for somebody else's work. All right, and there we have the neckline. Now we're going to do the shawl or cape, whatever you want to call it. We're going to do the top part in the purple, and then we're going to go into the black on the lower part. No, actually, we're going to do the top part in the purple and the bottom part in the brown. And then we'll do, yeah. We're getting close to time here, so let's do the purple first, and then we'll do the brown, and we'll do his hands, and move on from there. And I'll show you the front of the book so that if you want to look for it on Amazon, you can. I did not look. Thank you. This part here, we're going to use a lot more of that heavy blue and a little bit of black as well for those shadowy areas. Because it's a little bit larger, we can incorporate those deeper shadows. with it being a larger piece of fabric than the hat piece or the scarf. Okay. All the way down. Okay. Okay, now we're going to go in with that violet brown. Oh, nice. Oh, Dion's here making cards too. She's making grandbaby cards. All right. Well, I will see you later. Hope you have a good day helping Eric. I had some young guy, complaining at the event about his body and how getting old sucks and this, that, and the other thing. He couldn't have been more than 30 years old. And I looked at him and said, "Yeah, that's nothing. You just wait a few more years." He says, "What? You're the same age as me." It's like, "Okay, I like you. You're fine. I'll leave you be." I said, "I have children older than you." It was a great compliment, though. Oh, I'm sorry you're not feeling well today, Dawn, and hello, welcome. Hope you feel better soon. I was quite happy to not come home with COVID this time. I was dreading, waking up in the morning after we got home to not feeling well. But I didn't, so it was great. All right. Then we're going to take our black. Yep, yep, we avoided it. So I'm just going to finish up this side. And I'll do this side afterwards, probably off stream, just so that tomorrow we're not doing the same thing over and over. Now, because I'm not going to be here next weekend, if this doesn't get finished this weekend, it's going to go into the to be finished pile. I have a few in there. And we might do a work in progress video later, but we will start a new page when the next weekend after I get back. So just because I want to, try to get at least 2 or 3 done this month. All right, and then we're going to come back with that violet. Yes, that did help. Oh yeah, no. For me, it was my body ached everywhere and I was freezing to death. And I don't get cold. And I was asking for more blankets, more heat. And then the coughing started. But I hurt all over and I was freezing. Goodness. I'm always afraid of flying or traveling anywhere because I don't want to get sick again, but I really need to, live and enjoy myself sometimes. All right. Okay. Now we're going to take white. And put in a couple of areas that are standing up a little bit. Like so. I know. I know you like traveling, dear. There we go. All right, I'm just going to take our blender here just because I don't want to put too much more color in there, but I do want it to blend together and get rid of some of that white spot. And we'll dust it off. All right, now I'm going to zoom you out because it has come to that time of day where I need to rest my throat a bit. So there we have it so far. So far we have our creepy Halloween scarecrow slasher. This is the book. It's called Dark Delights and Demons. Coloring book. It has over 150 pages in it. Once again, I know that they are done through Chartwell Books, and the pages are Shutterstock pages. So, all right, so there he is so far. I'll finish up this part of his cloak off screen. I might do the brown part of his cloak as well, so that we're not concentrating just on his cloak when we come back tomorrow. Thank you. And hello, Mona. I am sorry if I missed you coming in. All right, everybody, I will see you again tomorrow. Of course, that will be at 2 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And of course, I hope to get a little more of this done today, but more of it done tomorrow. And hopefully we'll get this finished before the end of the year, at least. All right, guys. Always remember to like, comment, and subscribe to any YouTube artist that you enjoy. Of course, of course, always remember to relax, color, and stay safe, everyone. Until next time, bye bye for now.